Have you heard of the First Amendment?
I do.
Have you heard of the First Amendment? Then shut the fuck up.
If you're more offended by my size and what's actively happening, you're more offended.
Hey, your child's going to learn about the First Amendment today.
Actively happening.
Your child just learned about the First Amendment and the constitutional rights that everybody has today.
Yeah,
If you want them not to see the world, keep them at home. Yes, that is how the Constitution works. So tell me why your butthurt opinion matters more than my constitutional rights.
I didn't say that.
You did say that.
No, I didn't.
Okay, reword what you said and say it again.
And I'm asking why you think that it's appropriate to post an offensive word where children are out on the street that can see that, where my kindergartner's learning to read. Why do you choose the word, use an offensive word?
And I responded by saying, have you heard of the First Amendment and the right to freedom of expression?
I have.
So have them read the First Amendment and the Constitution to answer that question on whether or not
Standing for it.
you're, yeah, I'm standing for the First Amendment and our constitutional rights and our freedom of expression. Do you think it's appropriate for you to cater to a president who doesn't think I should exist? Do you think it's appropriate for you to tell this person and me that my constitutional? Yes, it is.
I said nothing about a president.
But I did. We're here as part of a group that's protesting.
Words. I don't know what's on your sign other than a very nasty word.
Okay, and you got offended because you think. Yeah, okay, then go read the Constitution and learn how to. Okay, then why are you here? And why are you here then? Okay, then go do something. File a claim somewhere.
That's an inappropriate word and not to use it. That's fine. You
But
can
I'm
do
asking
that.
you guys what you
don't-
And I'm telling you, I chose that.
I understand that you're
I
asking.
chose that because it's my First Amendment right.
Thank you.
You two are yelling at me.
Oh, I don't mean to yell. I'm just,
So
my voice is loud.
but you
I don't mean to yell.
I didn't
What
come
I'm
up here aggressive. I just said, hey, why did you choose to use that word?
because it's my First Amendment right
Then
to
you
say
guys
fuck
started
your hate.
yelling at me. And you put-
Actually, I've been speaking very loud
But I'm
because
not.
I'm like 20
But I'm
feet from
not.
my camera.
But I'm not.
So my voice being, let me finish please.
But you are offended.
But
I did.
I was speaking loud, but I wasn't meaning to yell at you.
Come up here and know that I am offended. That word is offensive.
Okay, that's your opinion. It's offensive
This
to
has
you.
nothing to do with the president.
It's offensive to you,
My sign,
right?
baby, it says fuck Trump. That's the whole point of it.
So nicely, can we not say that word? Just because he's in the car?
If you don't want him around it, why did you stop in front of me with my sign?
Okay.
If you don't want me around it, why did you leave the windows open where he can hear me? Why would you do that?
I'm respecting you. Can you respect me?
I don't think you're respecting me because you're coming up here to ask me to change what I'm doing.
No, I
Can-
didn't ask
can
you
I-
to change. I'm asking you why.
Because it's our First Amendment right.
But you're yelling.
Because you're mistaking our loud voices as yelling. I tried to explain that I was standing like 20 feet from my camera and I was used to talking out that bubble. And like, it took me a minute to adjust my volume. It wasn't that I was yelling at you. It was that I was used to having a loud voice. And what is your name? Can I address your first name or what can I call you?
That's okay. I just wondered why you chose to use the very
Okay, the reason I chose that word is because I don't personally find it offensive.
Okay.
Your opinion is that it's offensive.
So
It is not a fact that it's offensive. It is your opinion that it's offensive. Let me finish my answer, please. But you asked why I chose that because I don't think it's an offensive word. What I find offensive is to let you have an answer to why I said that. We have, as transgender people, over 700 bills that were introduced this year in the United States that have been very hateful and very lying bills about where we can be and what we can do. And people have ignored what medical professionals, what psychological professionals, and what other professionals have came there to say no, I choose to control you in this way. And so we don't see that as an offensive word. What we find more offensive is to have our rights attacked through hate and through a president that ran on a ticket for trans eradication. So that's why we chose the F word and what you find offensive. But not everybody finds that word offensive.
As a learning situation.
And I turned my camera off.
It's fine. You told me that I need to keep him home. Wouldn't that in the same way be exclusion to me? You're in a way excluding me.
Well, you're saying that I can't act a certain way in public whenever you
shouldn't. I asked you why.
Whenever you ask that,
That's the only safe way to keep your kids away from shit. That's it. That's
So
what
I
The-
need-
the re-
I
no,
need
no,
to
no,
keep
no,
my
no.
kids away from you?
No,
That's what you're saying.
that wasn't.
not what I'm saying.
But that's what it sounds like you're
Words in
saying.
my mouth.
Whenever you came up and said that, that felt like there was an insinuation on how we had to act in public to appease how you felt what he
My
needed to see.
6-year-old, what is that word? He's learning how to read.
Right.
All kindergartners in this area. I'm just saying, as a learning
Do
situation,
you think this is the only place you'll see that word?
publicly, probably. Yeah.
I doubt that. I don't. I've seen that. Yes, public.
Answer that question without involving me.
Hey, how are you?
You have to.
Passing out some gas cup stickers if you want it. As many as you want. They're in groups of 5. If you got somebody to give them to, just get have them.
Oh, I definitely want two of them. Thank you.
That's what you guys are representing.
Well, in your opinion, to a lot of other people.
So
Okay,
my son,
hold on. To a lot of other people, it doesn't
I let you
represent
speak.
that.
So I did let
But you
speak.
cut me off every time I went to speak.
No.
There is a First Amendment. Have him read that.
So you guys, as the transgender community, are representing vulgarity to kindergartners.
If that's how you choose to understand
That's
it,
facts. Vulgarity.
you see it as a vulgar word. Other
See
people
the
don't.
vulgar word more than
Your
just
butt hurt.
literal
That doesn't
acts.
mean that I don't have a
there.
constitutional right.
You see?
No,
You see that?
No, your butt hurt. That doesn't
You
mean
are
I don't have
hurt by the
constitutional
word
rights.
And you are by the fact that I'm telling the president because he is a fucking pedophile. That's the point of my sign. That's the point of my sign. It is to shock people to go, what the fuck? Yeah, you're right.
I know you don't like that word,
your
but
learning
you're the one that stopped in front of two people with that sign.
Like I said, I've seen you guys out here a lot.
And I only have that
Message
sign
that you
today.
guys are portraying.
Am I portraying it every day?
It's vulgarity. No, this is the first time
You
it's not.
represent vulgarity when you say that I can't have my First American.
I never said that.
You are the most vulgar person in this park because you say I don't get my First Amendment rights.
I never said that.
Having that sign right there is
never said
represented in the First Amendment of these constitutions.
I never said
Not
that.
only in them.
Walk
No,
me
yes
through
you
the
did.
word.
Yes you did. You came here to cry. Show me the crocodile tears, you fucking racist. Get away from us. Go be somewhere else. The love that you don't have is the love that I don't care about. Go be somewhere else. The love that you don't have is the love that I don't want to be a part of.
Call them rude.
Because I have a constitution that I represent and it's mine, and I get to represent my constitution.